All of life is a teacher. Every moment, every thought, every interaction is a chance to learn if you pay attention. Hermetic wisdom begins with a simple yet profound principle. As above, so below. As below, so above. Everything in the universe is connected. The movements of the stars, the flow of energy through your body, the patterns of human behavior, all reflect and influence one another. There is no separation. Think of it like ripples in a pond. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions send waves outward. They touch the world around you in subtle ways, influencing people, events, and circumstances in ways you rarely notice. This is not magic or superstition. It's observation, cause and effect. Energy moving, constantly shifting, creating patterns. When you act consciously, you influence not only your life but the environment around you, often in ways that aren't immediately visible. Even small shifts in your focus, your intentions, and your emotions have consequences. A kind word can ripple into days, weeks, or years. A harsh thought, repeated over time, can shape the atmosphere of a home, a workplace, or even a community. Hermetic teachings also emphasize the mind as the architect of reality. Your perception filters and interprets the world, shaping your experience. The world itself is neutral. Your mind gives it form, meaning, and energy. By mastering your thoughts, you begin to master the subtle energies that flow through your life. You begin to act from awareness rather than reaction. The microcosm reflects the macrocosm. Your inner world mirrors the outer world. Pay attention to patterns in your thoughts and feelings. Notice how your energy interacts with the people and spaces around you. When you align your internal state with clarity, compassion, and purpose, the world responds in kind. Energy always moves where attention flows. Hermetic wisdom teaches you to see, understand, and direct that movement consciously. While Hermetic wisdom teaches connection, Buddhist principles teach freedom through awareness and release. Life will always challenge you. Difficult people, unexpected events, setbacks, they are inevitable. But suffering is not inevitable. It is optional. What determines your experience is not what happens to you, but how you meet it. Clinging, resisting, and judging events creates suffering. Each moment you resist reality, wishing things were different. Replaying the past, fearing the future, adds weight to your mind and heart. Awareness, on the other hand, allows you to observe life as it is, without unnecessary resistance. Presence becomes your tool for clarity. Every thought, every emotion, every reaction is an opportunity to practice. The mind can be trained. It can be shaped into a tool for freedom instead of a source of suffering. Mindfulness is the key. By noticing your mental and emotional patterns without attachment, you gain insight. By observing impermanence, you learn detachment. By practicing compassion for yourself and others, you dissolve unnecessary conflict. Buddhism also teaches that small, consistent practices transform reality. Meditation, conscious breathing, reflection, these aren't just rituals. They are rewiring exercises for the mind. The energy you put into noticing your own patterns, letting go of unhelpful thoughts, and practicing patience strengthens your inner freedom. Cycles of desire and aversion, expectation and disappointment are natural, but they can be observed without identification. This observation is power. The mind, once trained, becomes a sanctuary. You learn to meet external chaos with internal calm. You learn that happiness is not a gift from the outside, but a reflection of how you engage with life itself. Stoicism complements Hermetic and Buddhist insights by giving them practical form. You cannot control the world, other people, or random events. What you can control is your response. You can choose your attention, your judgments, and your actions. This is the cornerstone of personal power. Stoics teach that by focusing on what is within your control, you gain clarity and resilience. By letting go of attachment to what is outside your control, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. Life will always test you. Deadlines, criticism, chaos, change, but the mind that practices Stoicism remains steady. Inner calm becomes your default state. When combined with Hermetic awareness and Buddhist mindfulness, Stoicism allows you to navigate life consciously. Hermetic wisdom shows you the interconnected patterns. Buddhist insight teaches release and presence. Stoicism teaches how to act with discipline, focus, and integrity within that understanding. Together, they form a complete approach. Observe, understand, release, respond consciously. Stoicism also emphasizes preparation for difficulty, anticipating challenges, visualizing setbacks, and reflecting on mortality aren't morbid exercises. They are tools for resilience. When challenges arise, the mind is ready. You act not from panic or emotion, but from reason and awareness. You remain aligned with your values, and you maintain control over your inner state. Ultimately, these three traditions converge. The mind shapes reality, awareness transforms suffering, and disciplined response creates freedom. Life is not something that happens to you. It is something you participate in, consciously and deliberately. Practice these principles daily. Observe patterns, release attachment, and act from wisdom. Over time, your life shifts in ways subtle at first, then profound. All three traditions, Hermetic, Buddhist, and Stoic, offer profound insights individually, but their true power emerges when combined and applied to everyday modern life. The world we live in today is noisy, fast, and full of distractions. Social media, constant notifications, endless choices, and unexpected challenges create pressure on the mind and emotions. Without a framework, it's easy to feel lost, reactive, or overwhelmed. Hermetic wisdom teaches you to see patterns and connections. Everything in your environment, the people you interact with, the work you do, the energy in your home or city reflects and affects you. By noticing these patterns, you begin to understand the subtle energies shaping your life. Attention becomes a tool, focus becomes power, and your choices ripple outward in ways that align with your intentions. Buddhist insight reminds you to remain aware, present, and compassionate. Life will always throw challenges at you. External circumstances cannot be fully controlled, but your mind and your response can. By practicing mindfulness and learning to release attachment to what cannot be changed, you prevent suffering from dominating your experience. You cultivate patience, clarity, and the ability to meet life with calm instead of reaction. Stoicism provides practical discipline and structure. It shows you how to respond consciously rather than react impulsively. It teaches that your inner state, your judgment, your attention, your actions, is what ultimately shapes your life. by focusing on what you can control, letting go of what you cannot, and acting in alignment with your values, you build a steady, resilient mind that remains grounded regardless of external chaos. In the modern world, combining these principles means acting consciously while remaining aware, flexible, and present. Observe patterns in your life and the world. Release attachment to things beyond your control. Respond with discipline and integrity. Notice the subtle energies around you and learn how to direct your focus where it matters. This integration creates a life of clarity, purpose, and calm in the midst of uncertainty. Start small. Pick one moment each day to apply these principles. Notice a pattern in your thoughts. Release a worry, respond consciously rather than reacting automatically. Gradually, you'll see the impact compound. Your mind becomes clearer, your energy steadier, and your life more aligned with your intentions. These teachings are not relics of the past. They are tools for living consciously today. Hermetic wisdom, Buddhist insight, and Stoic philosophy together form a modern map for navigating life, understanding yourself, and shaping your reality. The journey is continuous, but each step builds mastery, awareness, and freedom. If this resonates, like, share, and subscribe. Explore these principles, practice them daily, and notice how life begins to shift. The path isn't about perfection.